Good morning! I'm here making a quick breakfast. I have a big day ahead of us, my husband and I. So every day I like to start with something healthy to keep me full and satisfied until our next meal. So today I'm just doing a quick breakfast with, I have some eggs on the stove, which I'll show you in a minute, but I'm going to be topping that, using the eggs as a topping. So first I'm going to do a little bit of onion. I have a half an onion with the root still intact, which I'll end up just slicing across until we have all the slices. And I'm going to add that to a pan, a pot that I have going. And all I have is some olive oil in it. I'll show you here. I have a little bit of olive oil, and I actually threw a little bit of coconut oil in there too, to the end of our olive oil, and I wanted to make sure I had enough oil. So I have that on medium to high heat. So I'm going to throw the onions in, and you can hear it sizzle, right? Because it's hot and it's ready for the onions to get some brown on them. So I would normally caramelize these, which takes a little bit of longer, which is a little bit of brown golden color. But when I'm doing it fast, so that I can have a fast, quick meal, I just have it on a little bit of higher heat. I'm going to now higher it to medium-high, and I'm going to brown it a little quicker without it burning. So I'm letting that go quick, and while the onions are cooking in the oil, I'm going to be adding some black beans. So I'm going to open a can of organic black beans. You guys can use any kind of bean that you like. Kidney beans would be something really good, or cannellini beans, and I just drain it right into the sink. And if you have a strainer, you can throw it in the strainer, but sometimes I like to do a trick where now the can is capped almost all the way off on the top, so I can push it in and let some water go into the can, and then drain it a little bit more. So I'm letting water fill the can back up, and then I let it drain out. So now I'll be able to dump these beans right into the onions and right out of the can, but they're nice and clean. So next we're going to add some purple kale to our onions that are in there browning. And I want to show a trick of how you can I've already rinsed the kale, but you can remove the stem without having to cut the stem out. You just slide. Oops, this one's a little tricky. But you slide your hand along, and then the stem comes off and the leaves come off. So I'll show you again. You have this, see the long stem goes all the way through. So I'm just going to slide my fingers, and the stem comes out, and then I'll do that for the rest of these. And then I'll be able to chop it up and add it to our onions that are browning on the stove that we're going to, thank you for the hearts and the love, and put it with the black beans that we're going to add as well. So now I have a big heaping amount of some of this purple kale, and I'm going to chop it up really nice and quick so that I can add it to the browning onions. And once this is with the onions, I can season it with whatever I'd like. So this is just a really quick and easy, fast vegetarian breakfast. It's just going to be onions, kale, black beans, and then we're going to top it with a beautiful fried egg from the farmer's market. So I'll show you here what our onions look like. They're getting a little bit of caramelization, but not crazy. But really, you can do it. They're almost sweating right now. So if that's what you prefer in taste, it changes the taste a little bit. If the browning kind of gives it a bit of almost a sweeter taste. Caramelization is the sugars cooking. So I'm letting it brown up. And then I'm going to add the kale right in there. Okay? And then I'm going to also add the black beans and dump that right in. So now I have onions, kale, black beans. I'm going to season it with some garlic powder, a little bit of sea salt. I love sea salt. It really brings out the flavors in food. And some black pepper. So we have black pepper, garlic powder, and sea salt with our kale, black beans, and onions. So I'm tossing this all together in the pot on high heat, because we're doing this quick and easy, fast breakfast meal, but with lots of the leafy greens, which will provide us the good energy to keep us going throughout the day, the eggs for the protein to keep us full, the beans with also have protein and a lot of good fiber to keep us full. So we're really getting a lot of bang for our buck with just a few ingredients. And if you didn't have garlic powder, you don't have to use garlic powder. You can use some onion powder to add some more onion flavor. You can add dried parsley, hot red pepper flakes would be really good. Really anything that you fancy. So now I'm going to just plate some of this onto a plate. So it's just the kale still has some crunch to it. It's a really nice, beautiful plate of vegetables that will keep you full. All right, let me show you. So we have a big plate of veggies that's going to start our day. And then I have some farmer's market fried eggs, yum, that I'm going to let cook a little bit more. And then I'm just going to top that on top of this kale and onion and black bean mixture. And we're off to start our day. So I hope this is something easy that you'll be able to try. I love sharing my recipes with you, as I am the Love Chef, and I am feeding the body and soul, and I hope you feed your body and soul with lots of love and healthy cuisine. Thank you for joining me. Lots of love, and come back next time. Thank you. Love you, love you. Bye.